Hello, this is Mr. Schneider again, coming to you from a different venue. Gonna rip through about 4 podcasts today, and our first one today is responsibilities of citizens. Responsibilities are things that you should do as a citizen. You don't have to do them; they are things that you should do. All right. So the first thing you should do as a citizen is register and vote. It's easy. It's an easy way to become involved in the government, and it gives you a voice in your government. You get to decide who represents you.
Oh man, not another election. Why do we have to choose our leaders? Isn't that what we have the Supreme Court for?
If you're gonna vote, we'll need some photo ID.
But I lived here all my life.
Stopping all Americans from voting is for the protection of all Americans.
But I'm a 40-year-old white guy who didn't go to college and gets all his news from monitors at gas stations.
In you go.
Barack Obama? I don't know. I already got one wife telling me to eat healthy. Plus, he promised me death panels and Grandpa's still alive. Mitt Romney? I hear he wears magic underpants. I expect the leader of the free world to go commando. Plus, his horse totally choked at the Olympics. On the other hand, he did invent Obamacare.
Thank you for voting for Mitt Romney. You may now see his tax returns.
Wow, medical deduction for personality implant? He's got 6 wives, all named Anne. The government paid him taxes for 5 years. I've got to tell the press.
You are now being outsourced.
Oh, I hate being sucked into tubes. Well, at least I got a steady job. No!
Or just a little example there of what it's like to vote. You should hold elective office. If you're of the right age, you can run for president, 35. Run for Senate, 30. House of Representatives, 25. State, local. But you should definitely want to someday run for office. You don't have to, but it's something maybe you'll want to do when you're older.
I've narrowed your choices down to 5 unthinkable options. Each will cause untold misery.
I picked number 3.
You don't even want to read them first?
I was elected to lead, not to read. Number 3.
I've narrowed your choices down.
Hopefully, if you do run for elected office, you will read anything that comes across your desk. You can influence the government by communicating with government officials. Letters, emails, call. Let them know how you think they're doing. Let them know how you want them to vote on issues. It's a great thing about our country. Our government is open. We are allowed to contact them. Serve in voluntary appointed positions. Community boards, homeowners association, student government. I know they've been talking a lot about that on the PA announcements. Serve in those positions. You can participate in political campaigns. If there's something you feel very strongly about, show your support for it. Even at your age, you can still get out there and do that. If there's a campaign, if there's a candidate you want to stump for, if there is a issue that you want people to vote a certain way on, let them know. Call the local political parties. Call the local politicians. Ask how you can help.
Hi, everyone. If I could just say a few words, I'd be a better public speaker. Now that you're all relaxed, most of us here were born in America. We take this country for granted, but not immigrants like Apu. While the rest of us are drinking ourselves stupid, they're driving the cabs that get us home safely. They're writing the operas that entertain us every day. They're training our tigers and kicking our extra points. These people are the glue that hold together the gears of our society. If we pass Proposition 24, we'll be losing some of the truest Americans of all. When you go to the polls tomorrow, please vote no on Proposition 24. No on 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 24.
It's a landslide. Yes on 24. The proposition passed with a record 95%.
Hopefully, if there's an issue you support, it would be more successful than that issue. Keep informed regarding current events. Read the newspaper. Watch the news. View internet sites. Watch CNN Student News. You must have a smart teacher. I heard he makes you watch that every day. Yeah, keep informed on current events. Know what's going on in the world.
And it's loaded with water. Again, naturally loaded, so it's going to work its way right through you. And so it comes this morning after they asked the scary dogs and stuff by it, so what's going on with trees upstairs?
If that baby can get that excited about reading the newspaper, I know that you too can read the newspaper. And then respect others' right to an equal voice in government. To me, this is our biggest problem in politics, is that we feel that we're either right or wrong, and we don't compromise, and we don't listen to what other people have to say. It's a lot of yelling and screaming. Listen, just because somebody has a different point of view than you doesn't mean they're wrong. It doesn't give you the right to shout them down. So, listen to other people's point of view. You just might learn something. Then support and work with interest groups. They try to influence the government through a variety of means, including lobbying. We'll talk more about lobbying later in the year. Special interest groups usually revolve around one issue or one set of one industry, and they try to get things done for that industry.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, lady, but you can't park your bike on this here sidewalk.
But I'm working here. I'm a delivery bird, for pizza's sake.
Later that night, Pinky got together with all of her fellow delivery birds and they formed a special interest group.
We've got to overturn this law that says delivery birds can't park their bikes on the sidewalk. Who's with me?
The SWDBU went on to urge legislators to change the law prohibiting the parking of bikes on sidewalks, but met fierce resistance from another special interest group, Concerned Citizens for Uncluttered Sidewalks. After hearing both sides, lawmakers added an exemption to the law that allowed delivery birds to park their bikes on the sidewalks temporarily while making their deliveries. Both groups called the decision a success. That's the role that special interests play in our democracy, giving voice to groups of like-minded individuals so that everyone's ideas are represented in our government.
Oops, and then finally, attend meetings of governing bodies. So maybe you don't want to be on the homeowners association, maybe you don't want to be on the school board, or you can attend those meetings and you can know what's going on, and you can still ask to speak and have your voice heard. All right, so that's responsibilities of citizens. Next podcast, we're going to talk about the duties of citizens. Thanks.